different countries, different cultures. So I taught in about 30, probably been to around 50, lived in around 6 different countries around the world. Absolutely fascinated by culture. Obviously, I'm an embodiment teacher. How we embody culture is really, really fascinating subject to me. So, this is the basic fact that yes, there are individuals, yes, there are, within countries, subcultures, blah, blah, blah. But you can spot cultures. I'll give you an example of this. I was in Mallorca. There was a Thai guy selling massages on the beach. And he knew exactly immediately who was German, who was Russian, who was English, who was Dutch. They were the main kind of nationalities, present Swedish as well. So we all looked kind of blonde, kind of similar, not so different, especially in the Speedos, the swimming trunks. But he knew straight away, by the way we held ourselves, by our embodiment. He wouldn't necessarily know that word, but Thai man was very good at spotting people. Yeah. So culture exists, it is embodied, it's embodied as patterns. One way of thinking about this, there's many, but one way of thinking about this is thinking about every culture as a repression of certain emotions. Okay, so in every culture, there's gender, subcultures, again, yes, ages, whatever, but every culture you can look at as certain emotions aren't allowed. So certain embodiments, certain emotional expressions aren't allowed. So for example, in England, you're not allowed to be too happy. Like when we say, hey, Italians doing that, we're like, hey, what the fuck, calm down. Yeah, you're not allowed to be too angry, particularly if you're a woman. Yeah, they're the main ones. They're the main ones. But you can kind of complain, you can be a bit down. Whereas in Brazil, when I lived in Brazil, you weren't allowed to be sad. It's like, don't bring the party down. Everyone's got to be happy. So good with joy, not so good with sadness. Yeah. Where else? Oh, in Russia, not so good with fear. Not so good with fear there in Russia. Not allowed to be scared, have to be tough the whole time. You can express anger, but not fear. Yeah. So you might want to think of this in terms of your old culture. What is not allowed. You could be more other flavours of this. Like you could say, in French, you're not allowed to be crude or ugly, for example. You have to look good the whole time, or a barrier to learning. And you're going to argue and say it depends, and it does. But just one lens, one way to look at your own culture or a culture you're visiting is to say what emotion isn't allowed here in this culture.